So it's your King of Kings, Mehdi, Christ, Prince of Peace. Basically, the dead. I'm embarrassed to see in the Globe and Mail newspaper today, again in the country in which I live, where we have an alleged Muslim individual, a family, where the father and son and second wife murder 3 daughters and first wife, put them in a car and dump the car into a river and expect to dodge our police here and get away with it. So anyway, this happened, I think, in 2003 or 2009, I think. Anyway, the thing is, it doesn't matter when it happened. The point is that they were convicted recently of this thing. And, you know, that they were very, very bad murderers and very, very bad hit people. They were just stupid every step of the way through the process. Our police personnel here are not rocket scientists. There's no question about this. And this was like a paint by number set for them. It's just classic. Anyway, so, you know, like, can we say this man is an unguided individual, and he's persuaded his son and his new bride to be unguided as well? Not only that, last week and the week before, in my city, in the town where I live, we had another Muslim boy out, put a couple bullets through the head of a Muslim, nice young Muslim girl who was outspoken about women's rights. Like, what are these men afraid of? That people will stop thinking like them? Or people will stop being intimidated by them? Who the fuck do they think they are? Understand? These are Muslims with this rot in their brains. I don't give a fuck what your daughters do. I don't care if they're fucking the entire Dallas football team on Fridays regularly. You do not do this. You don't even think of doing this. But girls in the wake seem to be prey for these virile Muslim males who wouldn't know a set of testicles if a car came up and bit them. Understand? They're called honor killings. You should see this fucking twerp. He's an arbiter of honor anywhere, let alone his own family. Like, you know, I wouldn't hire this fucker to guard my goldfish. I don't have goldfish. Just by looking at him, you know, like. And his son and wife, of course, they're all framed. Somebody else killed his daughters and first wife, drowned, try to make it look like they drowned in a car that he bought the day before. Anyway, so not a very smart killer, not a smart Muslim at all. So I don't care how this individual's time goes, or the three of them, the wife, the second wife, and his son. Like this kid, he talked this kid into murdering 3 of his sisters and his mother. What possible fucking reason could you have for that? I mean, one thing is for sure, he did not run it by Allah before he proceeded with this conduct, and so hence he's going to be spending 25 years in prison with no chance of parole. Now, you know, like, this guy's not a crook. He's just stupid and a victim of his own emotions. Can we say this? Like, he wouldn't try this bullshit with me because I'd plow his fucking head right off the top of his shoulders. He wouldn't try this with any man, but he feels quite at liberty to prosecute murdering his own daughters for his honor. And it's first, they're 13, 15, and 17 years old, these girls. What honor has this man got? He hasn't got one wit to rub one against another. He hasn't got two wits to rub one against another. And the one wit he might have had when he was born with is polluted with his fucking reasoning. Like his heart-on is just squirting all over his fucking daughters. You know, I'm king of kings. Yeah, I would like to have some children someday, both boys and girls. Yeah, I'm hoping. I don't care what any of them do. I'm not going to use killing them as a solution for any fucking thing. Like, I don't even want to kill this moron. You understand? Like, I need to heal this stupid fuck and his kid. This fucking son's demented. Like, and lots of men in the Middle East have this. You know, this thing about virgin brides and all this 9 yards. And I have a friend who felt very offended that his bride wasn't in fact a virgin. I said, "Well, you dumb fuck." He said, "Well, no, that's different." I said, "Why is it different?" Well, it is. So you males who think everything's different and you got a special set of laws that only you are privy to, I would think again. Twice. I don't care who you are. I don't care what your story is. You want to murder somebody, you come and fucking try your hand with me. Understand? Leave your wives and daughters out of the fucking equation. They're women. Because you hadn't noticed. There's other things you can do with them besides run your perverted old heart on over your own daughters. Belligerently. I can see it now. They wanted to have a little identity of their own. You squashed it, you fucker. You know, I don't like any man in jail. I don't. But children who kill their own parents, or parents who kill their own children, are a special order of beast. I don't have real trust in their rehabilitation likelihood. A man that's capable of rationalizing that is capable of rationalizing anything, anytime. Expediency is his only brother. Not good material for father, but like, I understand kids can be irritating, and so can women, but nothing is as irritating as this horseshit. Let me tell you, I listen really well. I'm a very skilled listener, and Muslim men are starting to embarrass me silly. It's not like nobody's saying anything except me about this stupor, this stunned fucking retardation that runs rampant in the subcellular Muslim community. Like, this is a real thing here. Like, men really think they get some kind of juice out of killing women that won't agree with them. I don't agree with you, period. I'd like to wring your fucking neck with my own hands. I'd bite your goddamn jugular vein out with my teeth. Understand? But I have a chance. I even think you're doing that kind of shit with women. So you want to punch somebody out, you want to get your rocks off on something, try me. Leave your wives and your daughters alone, all right? And we'll tangle. I don't give a fuck who you are. You call yourself Muslim. You claim to submit your will to the will of Allah. And you harbor any ungenerous thought toward your own family, your own wife, your own kin. You're perverted. You need help. You don't need to get your revenge, you need help. If you ask, we'll provide it. Read our books. We're not going to do anything for you you could do for yourself. The stuff you can't do for yourself, the stuff you need help with, we're here to help you. No matter how sick you are, no matter how irritated I get at your conduct, I'm here to help you. Some of you blind me with rage, with your impertinence and your insistent cleaving to stupidity. But that's not just the Muslims. The Muslims should know better. This is the thing. This is the fucking thing that irks me. Nobody's taking care of these Muslims. They're on their own, unguided, and nobody's noticing this until they wind up in this fucking shit. This man, his son, and his second wife, lives are now totally destroyed. Kid has no idea what 25 years sentence in prison is about. Now that this is his father or his mother, they're about to find out. Years of torture. That's a lot. That's a high price to pay for a gun. Pollution in your panties. That is pollution. And that must be what Sigmund Freud was referring to. Like, I don't view my orgasms anywhere remotely close to that neighborhood. But it's been a learning process for me to understand that this is true. You get your comes in all kinds of different ways. Through stealing, through just buggering people to get attention. Doesn't matter what kind of attention it is. I mean, you think if you steal more stuff, you'll be happier, and you steal more stuff, and you're not happier. At some point or other, you can discover that the amount of stuff you have isn't going to make you happy. And you feel, what the fuck is? And it's the stuff that you sold to make that stuff that you thought was going to make you happy, but it doesn't. Your honor, your integrity, those first few little lies, climbing up the corporate ladder, give the VP a bit of a hand job here and there, Yeah. The one thing that was given to you for play and entertainment, as well as procreation, Margaret twisted it and Django finetted it all out of shape, like none of you have any whatever idea at all of what your sexuality can be for, or what's normal, or what's unusual, or what's welcomed, or what's unwelcome in that. It's actually like about 80% of females are happily bisexual. About 20% of males are, as well, maybe 30% of males are. 10% would be complete homosexual. I have no interest in this whatsoever. And I would theorize, I have no knowledge of this, but I would theorize the same would likely apply with the females. I'm not positive about this. I'm not positive about any of these numbers, but these are kind of elbow room theorems I find are good rules of thumb when looking at given populations, no matter whether it's Saudi Arabian or it's Polish, or whether it's English or Irish or Scandinavian, Spanish, Brazilian. These are roughly what you've got in any given population. And so the problem is that men are enamored of themselves to the point where they've forgotten about what women are for, and what their life is for, and what purpose they're serving here. They've forgotten these things: the prosecution of lies, buggery, fraud, and invalidation. The theory that I can harm others for free if I do it secretly. Nobody knows if I tell. I get it. So, you are blind and stupid and ignorant. Now, that's not bad, but when you start reaching into the domains of insistent ignorance, is where our patience gets kind of frayed. And, some of you concern me that, I don't look good when I get pissed off. It's very unbecoming, and I'm always embarrassed afterwards. But I don't do it often, and when I do, there's no stopping it, very little control I have. And so, for more than just theoretical exercise, I forecast myself, for instance, being in the same room as George Bush and his father, and remaining calm, particularly if they try their horseshit reasoning any justification for the whoring they did for 20 years. Expensive are people. Unmitigated, pathetic, stupid. Any 8-year-old kid would take a look at this and go, fuck off. Well, I'm not an 8-year-old kid, and I'm saying basically the same thing. There's no appeal to this. There's no reasoning that we really want to hear from either senior or a son, or the Cheney principle. I'm afraid if I get too close to them, I'll gag. But if once I get over gagging, I'm afraid that I'll be not able to be responsible for my actions. So I, as of yet, do not have the wherewithal, the sophistication to dare be in the presence of some individuals who annoy us. But most everyone else, I don't have a lot of warm fuzzies in my heart for Paul Bernardo's conduct, but Charles Manson, on the other hand, never killed anybody. Charles Manson conducted himself in a very, very, very small way, the way presidents of the United States have been conducting themselves since 1954, that I know of for sure. Hauser Skelter. Don't care, they're gooks, doesn't matter, nobody will notice over there. They'll spend their armor. Make our boyfriends rich. Suck back expensive Vaseline, cocaine, and champagne. God damn it, I've been wondering what the poor people are doing. See, I don't know if you've noticed this, but I don't die easy. I can take a fairly significant blow and turn my opponent's energy back on himself with a fair amount of alacrity and grace. Have you noticed this yet? Now, I don't like buggery. This whole planet belongs to me, and everything in it, every fish, every blade of grass, every pebble, every grain of sand on every beach. Every piece of paper, every dollar bill, every Deutschmark, every piece of coin, every yen, every ruble, every rupee, every peso, every centavo belongs to us. I'm not saying I want it back. What I'm saying is, it belongs to us. You have use of it for a while. By our leave. If we refuse that leave, it will be removed from you. Trust this. And we're going to be removing some of it from some of you. So some of you are not going to like us at all for a while. Some of you are going to feel like I'm an opinionated, mouthy schmuck, and what business you got to do? Who the fuck gave him this prerogative anyway? Who does he think he is? Do you know who I think I am? You know who I know I am. And you know it too. Just something, you knew this was going to happen someday. You just thought you might, you probably would be, the odds were that you would be able to miss it. So you conducted yourself based on that premise. And so basically we've caught you red-handed, stealing from our people. When you're in a position of trust, you're trusting and you're thieving. We don't take cognizance of that. So to reiterate, some of you will find the conversations and the exposure you have to us is painful and quite humiliating, and you may want to kill me, you may want to blow my head off. As a matter of fact, one of my neighbors told me he'd like to do that last year. Last time he saw me, he thanked me for protecting him. His mouth ran him into some difficulties with a much larger, much less patient individual than himself. So I'm good to have as a friend, I really am. I'm not a real good enemy to have. And I gotta say this before, I would be remiss if I did not say this at the outset of our relationship together. Over the last recallable history, there has never been an instance where an individual has caused us harm, intentionally caused us harm, but hasn't suffered for it to the point where I am beseeching Allah on their behalf. So, it wasn't that big a deal. I mean, Jesus, give me a break. And I have no control over Allah and His discipline with any of you. But this man, over $50,000, he may have owed me. He never bothered to check or ask her. Instead, whistle off into the sunset. Well, I asked him for it once. I got in the stall. I've asked him for it again. He lost the house he was in, his cottage. The building his business was in, a 10,000 square feet top floor, executive suite, hot and cold running secretaries, servants and slave up and down the yin yang, dancing to whatever tune he decided to play. And last time I saw him was in a 300 square foot office, basically. With his 2 sons, nobody else. Very cute secretary, mind you. Still humping the donkey. Fucking get rich quick. So, you see, he got rich. And he thought he could keep it by compromising his integrity. Now, maybe he could with other people get away with it. But he didn't fare so well doing it with us. Nor has anyone else. So, if you're thinking of going to war against me, or war against us, please think twice. It has not proved profitable for anybody, including my brother-in-law, yet. And is going to prove inordinately embarrassing for many. The thing I need you to remember is we're here to help, and we're separating the turkeys from the ducks. And so you want to be doing some house cleaning. You got stolen stuff, return it as fast as you can. Don't say I didn't tell you this. Listen to this and tell everybody you know. Do this as well. If you have apologies, you've buggered people, you've invalidated people, you've stolen the good opinion of others about others, blah, 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 whatever you've done, whatever you gossiped, any harm you've caused anybody through misrepresentation, fraud, or any other mean-spirited origination, admit it. Ask for forgiveness. For God's sake, this is called the King's Barf. Begin it and finish it until there's nothing left. Understand? It's more complicated as you need to write everything down and all kinds of other things, but just start with the King's Barf and we'll give you guidance from there. Please. It doesn't matter how little it is. It doesn't matter whether it's a hairpin, a frog you stole from your cousin Billy when you were 6 and you never found out when you're going to go tell him. You remember that frog, Freddy? I stole Freddy the Frog. And why? You didn't know I stole Freddy the Frog. Well, I did steal Freddy the Frog, then I lost him. I'm sorry. Doesn't matter, understand? If it's an integrity breach, it's sticking with you until you remedy it. Some of you may have thousands of these. Some of you hundreds of thousands. Some may only have 3 or 4. I have yet to meet an individual with 0. Not one. And 0 is mental health. 0 is physical health. 0 is emotional. And imaginative and intuitional health. And 0 as what I'm working on carving up for you, or with you. See, once you've got no impediments left, once you've got nothing that you're resisting, hiding, or molesting, you're free. Once you've paid all your debts, once you've told everybody about every mean-spirited thing you've ever done to them or anyone else, once you've come clean with your universe, there's going to be a new person in your skin. And that person is going to be on a first-name basis with Allah. I want to get this work over completely within 7 years so that we can start really spreading our wings with the good royal fashion. But for now, this is where we are, and this is what's necessary. So I need you to understand this and begin it loudly, and begin it clearly. And do this for yourself. Imagine no more fear, no more paranoia, no more withheld emotions, no more hidden secrets, no more invalidated predispositions, no more migraine headaches that require placebos to mitigate. No more jerking off in a world full of love. I mean, yeah, but it won't be necessary. See, when all your misery is gone, you become an attractive being to everyone, the same sex and the opposite sex. I'm 62 years old. I'm no candidate for GQ or, I'm not a Marlboro man. But women love me because they feel gleaned just by looking in their eyes. I understand them because I understand me. Once I understand me, I can understand anybody else. But understanding me is where the work is. And so it does me no useful good whatsoever to be looking at other people and evaluating or judging or criticizing or in any way bothering to formulate an opinion if I have not become an expert in the domain of myself first. And there's no way one can become an expert in the domain of oneself without the assistance of and guidance of Allah. Period. Never going to happen. I don't care what anybody says. So, for mental health, for physical health, for emotional health, for spiritual health, you need to cultivate your own personal relationship with Allah. And in order to do this, you need intuition. In order to have any intuition whatsoever, you need to have a robust backbone, better known as integrity. So, you got some work to do, building your own integrity, so you have a hope of spreading some wings someday. Otherwise, in your current condition, you're worm food, and I can't blame them. I wouldn't want you around either. You're worse than any bull in a goddamn China shop, you understand? Like, you think it's all right to kill your wives and kids? Or women who talk like you don't like hearing? Like Benazir Bhutto, for instance. Snuck up behind her and popped a couple of shells into the back of her head. What's manly or honorable about that? You think we're going to tolerate this shit? You think this has got the slightest opportunity of surviving? You're out of your fucking mind. I need this world in conditions such that my wives are not unduly challenged by any of this fucking dementia before I can be with them. And you fucking motherfuckers are raping and pillaging and murdering your own fucking daughters and wives in my city and country. Keeping me from my brides, our women. Please, grow a brain, help me. We're in this together whether we like it or not, you understand? Like, I am your king of kings, there's nothing that you can do about it, there's nothing I can do about it. This is a fate that comes, a done deal, period. Alright? I gotta make the best of it. And believe me, I don't have a whole lot to make the best of it with you. And I got no excuses for failure either. 100% pass is 100% is passing with my boss. So I don't get to fail with one of you for free. I'm not complaining. I'm just stating how things are. And so today I'm a very unhappy king. You know, I don't want to have too many unhappy days in a row. And thus far I've had quite a number. Thousands. I'm not looking forward to thousands more. So one way or another, somehow or another, you and I have got to get this thing handled. I'm not going to be separated from my woman any longer than I absolutely have to be. And so I don't really care what it costs me or you to affect this outcome. I'm tired of being held back from my heart's desire because of your stupid imbecilic bullshit. Think of this. We got Jewish people that are the sons and daughters of and people who experienced World War II. Creating a ghetto for the Palestinians whose land they moved into. Treating them just the way Canadian jurisprudence and the Catholic Church treated our native populations here. Gave them a punch in the teeth and smack in the head, and if they weren't grateful for that, shot between the eyes. Forget nobody. Or hung by the neck, doesn't really matter. Just don't you presume to make waves on this ground. Well, this crown is no longer, everyone knows this. Or that crown is no longer. And there's a new crown. That's going to rule this world for 1,000 years, and there's going to be no bugger fuckery. No man will speak for any other man unless one individual is mute or mentally deficient or deficient in some way. The practice of lawyering as we know it today will be a thing of the past, a relic. Many, many changes are coming. And they can't begin soon enough for us. I am not going to dispute this issue with Allah. I have for a month and a half and I've lost miserably, so I'm going to dispute this issue with you. I don't like this. We are not going to have it. I beg you, as Muslim men and women, help me put an end to this fitna that molests the testicles and the genitals of millions of Muslims worldwide. This is a fucking embarrassment. To remain silent when this is going on. You're all acting like a bunch of Carl Jungs instead of fearless warriors for Allah. Bunch of fucking pussies. No disparagement to tigers, lions, etc. None meant. You know, like, men make me sick. And they make the women sick too. I don't know how the fuck the women put up with you. Like, one look at you and I want to puke. Sniving little greedy liars with a fucking hard-on that wants a blowjob and a beer and shut the fuck up. Fuck you. You know, there is a lot of things you do piss me off. Really, really angers me. start killing or terrorizing you, beating your wives and children with your fist, or your wife more than once a year with your slight slap of your open hand. I mean, she can slap you 5 times a year. You're only allowed to slap her once. Do you understand me? And gently. If you can hear it, it's too much. Get this horseshit out of your goddamn fucking skulls. Women are not for torturing. They're not for killing. They're not for bowing down to your imperial fucking wisdom, you goddamn bedbug moron Fruit Loop. Unguided schmuck. Anybody that would bow to you would experience our extreme displeasure. I'm sure your women knew this. Men, you're sick, perverted, and demented beyond your ability to see it. All of your women are lonely. They're desperately lonely, and it's pointless for them to even consider you anymore. You know, the women who do are kind of like the last holdouts, and their sisters looking at them and they're going, give it a try, you know. They're so self-centered, you know, there's no point. There's nothing there. They can't even orgasm with the fucks. You gotta fake that too. It's not worth it. Besides, we don't need them anymore. We can make our own money. You've talked yourself out of jobs, most of you. You've talked yourself, greeted yourself out of any opportunities that might have been available to you. You've made your neighbors untrusting and untrustworthy as has ever been in the annals of human history. Prosecute the conduct of your lives with the consciousness level of that at or below that of a bed bug. And if you do not believe this, listen to some of our YouTube tapes and you'll see the glaring, roseate detail proof positive of this assertion. So, we don't speak things that are untrue, we don't exaggerate, and we don't whistle Dixie. We need to fix this planet. Allah is due to arrive soon in the flesh, and our job is to get this place cleaned up before this occurs. This means transforming 7 billion wall-climbing slugs of one stripe or another. 7 billion bed bugs on a good day into noble individuals, royal sons and daughters, prosecuting their lives truthfully and in harmony with the precepts of their originating postulates to begin with, whatever that is. So if God created you to be homosexual, then be joyfully, fully expressed homosexual. Understand? There's a reason that this was made this way, and one of the reasons is that you wouldn't have to ever be lonely, any of you. You're all fucking lonely today. So you bugger fucked with your own psychic DNA to the point where you don't even recognize each other. Things affect you that you have no idea of, and Prozac and Zoloft are not going to fix them. Neither is a wine and neither is whiskey, nor is heroin, nor is stuporous sexual practices, or stealing things, or anything. You need to satisfy all criteria of life in order to be a fully expressed human being. And one of those criteria of life is to be a devout worshiper of the true in everything you do. That's the only way to gain any trust, any knowledge of any friendship whatsoever, and any love, or any intuition at all. This is the key. There is no other. Yep, you can't chant affirmations to accomplish this end. You cannot positive think your way to this end. You cannot meditate your way to this end. You cannot stand on your head. You can't take drugs. There's nothing that's going to get this occurring for you other than this labor. Period. End of story. So, worship the true. Begin, continue, and finish the King's Barf until you're done, until there's nothing left. You've got all right there history with a fine-tooth microscope. And there's nothing, no incident that was stuck, that's currently stuck longer. Any incident of betrayal or fraudulent gain or misrepresentation or any integrity breach that you've prevaricated, participated in, or allowed in your entire history, in this incarnation, process it. Each one. This will likely take you some time. It took me about 40 years, but I took it sitting for your home. It doesn't need to take you this long. It really doesn't. But it's not something to start lightly, and it's not something to quit once you've started. So, if you are inclined to begin things and not finish them, think twice about beginning this, because you don't want to begin this and not finish it. It'll be worse for you than never having begun it at all. So please, strap on a set of balls, dredge up some courage, and worship the true as if your life depends on it, because it does. It really does. I wouldn't lie to you. A little something from your king on the second last day of January, 2012. And you know what? I really am tired of missing my queens. I really am. Really tired. I'm no bully. I'm not. But let me point this out to you. It's much, much better for everybody to have a happy, smiling king and happy, smiling people than anything else. Can we say this? So let's make each other happy, shall we? I got some things to show you. I think you're going to really enjoy. And so does your mom. But this is required first. So, the promised land awaits, paradise awaits. It's going to cost you all of your illusion, all your bullshit, all your fraud, all your lies, all your stolen stuff. Get in. Never had anybody want to leave once they got here. Come on. Funny that, isn't it? Huh. Bitch and moan, though. Pretty much everybody, but the fucking expense of the goddamn thing. To start. But generally by the time the individual's halfway through, it's kind of toned down considerably, and by the time they're done, there's no murmur about this. What's wrong? To finally be home. And nothing like it. So, help me out, will ya? And we'll do something nice for you. I promise. Your king.